Hello and welcome to Marietta High School as we come to bring you the UPSL Premier Division week number 3, Potros FC versus Limeño Georgia. Limeño coming straight back up from Division 1 after missing out on the Premier for the last few seasons. Potros, after having multiple seasons in a row, doing pretty well, making it to the playoffs, trying to establish themselves at the top of the league. But right now, we're going to start to look and see how these teams did last week. So we'll start with the visitors, Limeño Georgia. We take a look as they took on Pachuca, Georgia in the promotion battle. Limeño Georgia early on getting chances, hitting off the post in the 32nd minute. And this game with two teams who came up from Division 1, two young teams, and you see Limeño had the clear chances at the beginning of the game. They wouldn't stop there into the second half. They would continue to put on the pressure against Pachuca. Unfortunately, not able to get a goal in this case, as the goalkeeper for Pachuca made a really nice save. But then, a few minutes later, a chance for Pachuca, Georgia, completely against the run of play. Really their first clear opportunity of the game. And as you can see, the cross came in, the header saved, and the rebound in 1-0 to Pachuca. Limeño was not down and out. They tried to push on to try to get back into the game. This free kick from Gutierrez was very nearly in with the left foot. Something that they'll need to look out for today is Gutierrez. This one just barely wide, almost getting Limeño back into the game. In the 87th minute, they thought they had the tying goal, but the flag went up for offside, so the goal did not count. In the 87th minute, Limeño continued to push, but could not find the equalizer, and Pachuca would come away with the win. On the other side of the town in McDonough, Georgia, Potros FC opened up their season going against Georgia Revolution. Early on in that game, the 3rd minute, Potros having some new season jitters and gave up a goal early on here for Georgia Revolution to take the 1-0 lead in the first half. However, the momentum would shift, and near the end of the second half, in the 30th minute, this opportunity as Pedro Lima played Darinho, Mark Reno in, using his speed, showing his fine goal-scoring form like last season where he had 15 goals. And in the second half, more of the same, Potros putting on all the pressure against Georgia Revolution after going down early. This chance here from Russell Joseph, new player returning to the club this season, but a great save there from Joshua Ward, the goalkeeper of Georgia Revolution. Potros would continue to push, but it wouldn't come until Georgia Revolution got the chance of their own. This one right at the edge of the 6 and comes off the post, nearly giving Georgia Revolution the lead. Only 4 minutes after that chance, Potros takes the lead. So here, Pedro Lima, once again playing in Darinho, gets around the goalkeeper and finishes to make it 2-1 to Potros. And Georgia Revolution didn't give up. They had their chances here in the 72nd minute. A clearance back to Georgia Revolution. Some good defending from Potros, but then this ball comes in, takes a bounce, falls to the feet of believe that was Martinez or Sanchez, and that was the 2-2 to draw. Both teams would have a chance to win the game. Here in the 90th minute, one of the last chances of the game, Ivan Kobe off the bench with a 1v1, playing through the foul, had the 1v1, and Ward get in the right position to make the save. Revolution would get one chance left on their own to try and take the game for themselves. This free kick will find the captain, Lewis Green. And this was actually the last play of the match, and you can see just over the bar. So Potros went away with a 2-2 draw. So that's how both these teams did last week. Potros FC, this is their first home opener of the season. Limeño, this is their 3rd game of the season after 2 games, 1 win and 1 loss. So we are going to leave it for the national anthem, and we'll be back to bring you the kickoff in just a few minutes. So I'm alongside here with Richard Carbajal as we get ready for kickoff. Richard, what are you expecting from this game today?
A very exciting game here. Happy, for another new season of Potros football. The game opener here, home opener. It's always an exciting game for us. Getting the jitters out of the way. I certainly think that playing against a team like Limeño is a great start. They're not a pushover. They're not just a here and there team. This is going to be a team that Potros, although are kind of expected to win. We're going to be looking for them to not get too comfortable, because in the past, in past seasons, we have seen that games that are expected to win, and Potros for sure, going to take it, we end up losing. So, it's definitely one of those games where each team is going to have to give it what they have. And after 90 and some change, I think we'll find a result.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one to see how these teams adjust as we get a brand new season, some new players playing together, a new coach, sort of new coach, Frankie Ruiz, who came in at the end of last season, but this time has a full preseason, had a chance to choose his players. We see some players playing in different positions than they played in previous seasons, but the players that to look out for today is going to be Dariño.
Oh, yeah. You can't miss with Dariño. I mean, top goal scorer, how many seasons now?
Yeah, he's the all-time top goal scorer for the club. Last season, almost got the Golden Boot, only because of a hat trick on the final day for Anthony Sumo, who just recently signed a professional contract in the USL League One.
Wow.
MLS Next Pro, apologize. So it's competition, but now Sumo's not in the league this season, so Dariño's going to be looking for that Golden Boot. Currently sits, I believe, in 5th place with 2 goals, but it's not impossible for him to get the accolades that he's searching for. Already has 2 goals in 1 game this season.
Something interesting that we're going to be looking out for here too is the new additions to the team. Seeing how the chemistry meshes, and here we are rolling off to the start. Limeño starting off with the ball.
Yep, and we can talk about those starting lineups as the game goes on, but we do see some returning players like longtime goalkeeper Cameron Verona in goal. Brand Urban and Benjamin Oranga are along the back line as expected. Evan Greenberg and Jimmy Noel make up the outside defenders. Omar Barrow, one of those new players, getting in the start today in the midfield alongside Spencer Van Buskirk and Russell Joseph. And then up top, Ivan Kobe, Mark Binot, and Pedro Lima.
And I'm going to be very excited to see Binot playing. He's just a character on and off the field. I'm very much looking forward to see what Mark can generate with these new players.
Yeah, and I think everybody's going to be having the eyes on him this season. Every opponent's going to know who he is, so we'll see how that kind of plays into these games as well. But
absolutely.
We saw him using his speed, his skills to just completely dominate last week, get his 2 goals, and also set up a few chances for some other ones as well. But here's Van Buskirk getting on the ball, finds Greenberg. There's Russell Joseph. He's a former player, hasn't played in a few seasons, but came back into the team and immediately impressed and got into the starting lineup.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, in the highlight reel from the last game, he came up on 2 of those.
Yeah, he had a good chance that got saved by Ward, but he was one of the top goal contributors during preseason, although we always take those numbers lightly in preseason because preseason can be, a lot of different factors in play. Here's a chance. I believe that's Etienne for Limeño. Getting forward. These 2 teams did meet during preseason at Meadow Creek High School.
So far, Limeño keeping quite a bit of control of possession right now.
Yeah, and we know that that's how they like to play. Limeño, even though this is a new team with some young players than what they had before in previous seasons, they still play the same style that they played back in those previous years. So you'll see them move the ball around a lot around the back. They'll look to release players forward like they do now. Wow. Here's a chance for Limeño. A shot saved by Verona.
And a save, yeah. That's actually kind of dangerous there. I'm noticing they're playing off of possession and then looking for those holes. That was actually quite an opportunity for Limeño. Potros are definitely going to want to wake up a little earlier than usual because we've seen it before. Potros, they tend to wake up only after a goal's been scored. So hopefully that isn't the case in this game.
Yep, that is very true, and we saw it last week as well, where Georgia Revolution scored only 3 minutes into the game. So they'll need to try to get settled into this game a lot earlier, get chances early, and try to take early lead if they really want to dominate this season. But if they allow other teams to get chances like they did just there, it could be a difficult one. And we'll look at the Limeño starting lineup now. They've got Alan Medina in goal, Sebastian Garibay, Brian Villagomez, Eduardo Gutierrez, Luis Horta, Alex Ramirez, Omar Monroy, Christopher Valle, Jaime Leon, Carlos Castrejon, and Stanley Etienne. So we'll try to pick out what positions those players are in throughout the game and get those calls for you. But first, here's another opportunity as they played over the top. Greenberg trying to get onto it, but has to go 1v1.
And it even looks like they've exposed kind of a little gap over there by Greenberg.
Here's Ramirez.
And a shot. Dangerous.
That one was very nearly in.
Dangerous. Yeah, as I was saying, it's kind of noticeable. They're trying to hit that hole over there by Greenberg. The two opportunities generated directly from that player and that location. So
yeah, let's take a look at that one again. As Ramirez got that shot nearly finding the back post, but just wide of the goal. And while we're here, we can go ahead and check out that other chance as well as the goal kick comes in. But again, like you said, same thing over the top from that left-hand side, finding the back of Greenberg. Greenberg got a touch on it, but couldn't really redirect it like he wanted to. So causing Verona to make a save there.
So far, the back line's been pretty solid for Potros, though. Folks like Benjamin Uranga, Brander Van, those guys are tanks back there, and I think it's very blatant in this in this field and in this game. But as of now, Limeño having quite a bit of possession here and playing the counter, the same run once again, looking for behind Greenberg. Didn't quite find it that time, decided to go out wide, and even tries to have one, but Verona there with the save.
Yeah, again, easily through the middle and then finding those wide areas, cutting inside. Again, the same things that we've seen from Limeño in the past with some new faces, but the same idea as Coach Galdames, La Mochila as they call him, played for the national team of El Salvador, and he knows what he's doing with these young group of kids.
Oh, absolutely. Being given a nickname at all in the football world tells you you've been somewhere. But, here we are once again, Limeño with possession. To be honest with you, Potros have looked kind of sluggish at the beginning of this match. Hoping to see a little more out of the team here. Not sure, though, if that could be something tactically, could boil down to letting them run themselves tired and then playing off the counter. But who knows in this position. Benjamin Uranga once again, though, formidable in that back line. He's one of those guys, if a ball comes his direction, it's just not passing him. Really love his style of play. And we have some opportunity here as we try to run it up the right wing.
Free kick.
But yeah, free kick called for that one. Maybe a little step there.
Taken by Joseph.
Yeah, looking for can't quite see who that is over there, but looking to cross it into the center. And
now Kobe trying to get a shot off, but it gets blocked.
Ooh, flag coming up off sides. Good opportunity, good exhibition of skill there, but end of the day, gonna need a little more out of that opportunity there. And here we are waiting for the goal kick from Limeño. There's Uranga once again, but a little mistake there. Now Limeño on the attack. That left side open once again, has one, and it's in the back of the net. I'm telling you, they found that hole and they exposed that same exact hole once again to get into that position. Very difficult situation there.
Yep, they continued going down that left-hand side. We've seen that same issue in the first game as well. And we'll get you that replay in just a second. We figure out this scoreboard in the stadium, but we'll get that figured out for you. But at the moment, 1-0 to Limeño. And we'll look at that one again in just a second. But Potros, we talked about it, going behind and then looking for a reaction. Can they react quickly this time? Wide to Kobe. Has the overlap from Greenberg, but decides to go himself. Trying to put a cross in. This time gets blocked and wins the corner kick. First corner of the match. Looks for the back post and only finds Valle, who can just only clear it for another corner. He'll try from this other side now. Goes to the front post in another corner. As this one gets up, we'll set up. We'll try to bring you the replay of that. Actually, we'll wait till after this corner. So here's another one. Van Busker getting the cross in. To the back post. Uranga's head to it. Takes another deflection, so it'll be a fourth corner in a row. Kobe will take this one this time. Lima open on the edge of the box, but the cross doesn't find him. And now Lima on the ball after that ball was cleared out. Here's Noel. Has a left-footed shot and can't get it on target, but that will go down as the first shot of the game for Potros.
We'll stop the clock.
So ball back in. Goal kick. That's where the first goal came from, a goal kick. A little bit of a soft pass from Uranga, but causing Verona to have to clear. As this ball gets set up to go back in play, let's take a look at that goal from Limeño. Started with the goal kick. Or a free kick. Came again to that left-hand side for Limeño. Uranga with just a heavy touch. That was really where the ball was given away, and then Etienne got it to Leon, and there the Leon finding that front post.
But, you know, right there, same exact idea, same position. Limeño once again in the attack here as well, but not going out bad right there, the Potros backline.
Taken quickly by Lima, and Joseph can't get to it, and a good tackle there from Castrejón. Now Gutierrez putting a cross in, but Brandervan gets in the way. And Joseph, again, can't get under control just yet. This Potros team having a difficult time, but Joseph gets onto that loose ball, trying to release Ivan Kobe, but gets blocked. I believe that was Villa Gomez on the block, and a crucial one.
Limeño really showing their energy here in this game. They have been on it. You know, every ball, not allowing to turn defensively. A great job, in my opinion.
Yeah, you can see that they've worked on those tactical plays. They've worked on those moves of getting the ball forward, overloading those sides, and going 2v1 to be able to release those opportunities.
Hopefully this is what we were talking about earlier, though. You know, 1-0, Potros are like, all right, it's time to wake up. You know, time to rub out the eye boogies, and you know, let's hope Potros wake up and you know, find a result for this one. And also apologies to the viewers at home. We are having a little bit of technical difficulty with the scoreboard, but we'll try to have that resolved by halftime.
Yep, and just so you know, that is the scoreboard in the stadium. The scoreboard on the live stream is correct. A hard challenge there from Ramirez, who jumped over the defender and landed pretty hard on the ground, but he gets back up. And now Potros looking for a way to get back into this game. Starting from Noel in the left back position, playing in a different role than he's played in the previous season. Now playing a little bit deeper at a left back, more of an attacking left back instead of in the front line. Lima flicks it on to Noel. Noel still has some work to do as Ramirez clears that one out.
Now we have Marky Mark for a throw-in. Nope, giving it off to Noel.
Barrow not really getting involved in this game as of yet.
Good control there, though.
And Joseph again losing the ball in the middle of the field. But this time the pass was looking to go through. Oranga cleaned it up. Now Joseph on the ball again. This time he can get under control. Van Buskirk looking to release the attack.
Good control from Van Buskirk there, too. Looking for Dadinho. Maybe finding him. Oh, but Dadinho unable to get under that ball there. Just heavy on the touch.
Yeah, he tried with the left foot, but couldn't get it wrapped around the ball well enough to get the contact that he needed to really test the keeper. Just kind of rolled into his hands.
Something interesting about this play style for Limeño as well is, I've come to realize these teams that play so aggressively and heavily and start like this, they tend to burn out quicker as well. So maybe even tactically, it could be something that Potros are looking to counter against for later on, at least tactically.
And we saw it in the pregame as well that last week, even though they lost 1-0 to Pachuca, they were not behind in that game. They had many opportunities. So I'm sure in training this week, they probably worked on finishing those opportunities that they missed last week. And that's why they're coming out flying today. It's not that they don't get opportunities. They do. They were held to a goalless draw, but that didn't really tell the story. They were held goalless last game, but that didn't really tell the story of the game.
Absolutely. And in this situation, the same exact play about 3 times, one of them resulted in a goal. So obviously, something's got to be worked on that back end.
But this time the ball went forward to Oranga. The header fell down to Barrow, left Lima. Lima getting past the tackle, getting into the box, looking for a chance to find a teammate. But good recovery there from Gutierrez to get back on top of it. Still some work to do. Noel at the edge of the box, plays it all the way across to Kobe.
Good switch there, too.
And now Potros getting some control in the attacking third, looking to try to create some plays. Barrow.
I love the control of the midfield by Van Buskirk as well. He slows it down, looks for the best opportunity. Very, very high IQ play in that midfield there.
Yeah, Van Buskirk, a very experienced player. One of the players who was a part of that championship team last spring and wins the free kick from a dangerous position. So now the question is who will be the one to take it. We've got Van Buskirk over the ball currently. Lima coming around with him.
Definitely a goal-scoring opportunity here. I've definitely seen it been done, actually, by yourself as well, Mr. Uranga. I've seen quite a golazo from you from a free kick.
Been a while since I've had one of those.
I hear you, but we're still here. We can reminisce.
Now the question is, will they be putting a shot on target, or will they be looking for one of the targets in the box? They've got Uranga up there, they've got Joseph, they've got Dadinho, but he goes himself, just can't get it down.
Just high on that one, but a good opportunity for Van Buskirk.
Yeah, he went for the curved shot instead of trying to hit it with pace.
Yeah, it looked like he was looking for it to dip down into it, but ultimately ended up being just a little high there.
Pressure from Dadinho, forcing Limeño to play the ball out.
And it seems already that the possession has shifted a little bit. Potros starting to get the ball more control, more showing a little more of that aggression that we've come to know and love for this team. Mistake there though. Limeño looking to counter. And a beautiful play there. Uranga there looking to stop it. So far, so good.
Etienne.
No, and that was huge from Benjamin Uranga there. I mean, he followed the ball all the way through, didn't stab, forced the pass back. Very, very good job from Potros' defense there.
Again, we saw it in the first goal. We saw it in some other chances. Giving the ball away easily with a simple 5-yard pass in the middle of the field is going to cause danger.
Absolutely.
It's got to be more secure. Got to give the ball away in the final third, not in the middle of the field.
Absolutely in agreement with that.
But looks like it took a deflection. Will be a throw in for Limeño. Ball thrown in. Finding Etienne. Etienne's been a very strong player in that hold-up play so far, but that time can't find his teammate.
Looks like we're going to get a goal kick from Verona here. He's pushing him out. We might see yep.
Decides to play out. Here's Oranga looking for options. You can see a real divide between the Limeño attack. They have 4 players up wide, 4 players in deep, and 2 players in the middle. Trying to really make it difficult for Potros to find those gaps in between. But when they do, they have chances to get forward like this. Here's Greenberg, but he loses it out. Now Orta on the ball, gets past Barrow, keeps going himself. Has to get past Brandervan. Gets the ball passed, but player can't get there. One of the principles of defense, they always say, either the ball passes or the forward passes, but not both.
But not both. So that's exactly the situation here. No, Limeño look like they have put quite a bit of manpower and hours in training. You know, based off of that last attack that they had, that was beautiful. The 1-2 pass back, then through, that was incredible. You know, the Potros are definitely have a harder game than they anticipated. So, I mean,
here's the goal scorer Leon with another chance. His shot gets blocked. The second one again, and that time it's saved by Verona. Still a chance, but Branderban gets the ball clear.
Huge for Uranga, though. Once again in the way there. Did anything he could to be in the way, but ultimately still couldn't get fully in the way there, and Verona having to get the save finally. Potros are going to need to lock in on offense a little bit more, get a little bit more possession to generate something, because as of now, it just really looks like Limeño is controlling this game.
2 players from Potros colliding with each other on the header, and eventually falls back to Limeño, but now the ball will go all the way back to Medina. And as he gets the ball back under play, we'll take that look at that chance again. You can see great run in behind by Leon. Greenberg putting his foot in, Oranga getting his foot in, then eventually Verona getting his foot in. So with 3 blocks to stop that one from going through. Now here's Gutierrez. Looking for Etienne. His pass is going to go a little too far, and Verona will catch that.
Verona dominating his box there, too, standing right at the line where he's supposed to be. I got to tell you, I'm loving the technical play of Limeño, though. It looks like we have an opportunity here. Marky Mark got the ball, sent it out wide. Now it's just going to depend on here. Let's see if they can get out of that section. Huge cross to the middle. But straight to a Limeño player, and now here we are as they're looking to counter.
Yeah, it turned very easily and was able to get around, and now foul called on Barrow. And one thing that's interesting about Limeño as well is that, you know, we saw them in preseason a few weeks ago, and one of the most dominating players was their midfielder, Saul Romero. He picked up an injury really early on in the game last week, and he's not on the call-up today. So it's going to be interesting how they fill in the gap in the midfield that he leaves. But so far, Castrejón and Monroy have really just continued on like as if no changes were even made.
Absolutely. I mean, the possession kind of speaks for itself. Limeño has had the ball quite a bit this game so far. So Potros are just going to need to, you know, lock in a little bit. Recognize Limeño is in this pushover team, and you know, and get a goal in the back of the net.
We'll have to see if any of these Potros players can unlock this Limeño defense. So there's a giveaway. Barrow looking to find Kobe. Kobe just not able to get the ball under control. And we see in this team for Potros a mix between experience and some youth. That's gonna be a little bit difficult.
Yeah, I'm definitely
get up to speed.
I'm definitely seeing the a little bit of a disconnect with the new players and the returning players. It's kind of it's a little blatant who has chemistry and who is still working on finding that chemistry. So that's definitely something moving along in the season we're going to be looking out for. But Limeño once again on the ball. They've also been pretty quick to counterattack on every opportunity. So, it's really been a good game so far, honestly.
Here's Valle. Can't get his cross in, and then Gutierrez went down pretty easily there. Is a slight touch from Lima, but it wasn't anything too hard according to the referee. And now Van Busker looking to find Kobe, but Horta steps in front of it instead. Darinho playing in a little bit of a deeper role than he started in the game. Trying to win the ball back. We can see Joseph now taking on that higher position in the field.
No, and it looks like Potros are playing a little bit more defensively than usual. I mean, it's been quite some time since I've seen Marky Mark come all the way to the back to defend there off of a counter. So it's definitely we're definitely putting some respect on Limeño.
Yeah, and it's also just showing some adjustments, as Etienne almost gets his head to that one, but some adjustments from Coach Ruiz, making some movements around with the players, trying to figure out a solution to work in this game, but
huge chance. But just heavy there.
Yeah, nearly found Joseph in, but good work from Medina to come off his line. Now here's Garibay. Goes back to Medina. This is what we expect from Limeño as they play the ball across the back. They get their outside defenders extremely high and then look for those long balls as we see here.
Once again, and it's there too, and he's on 100%. But there's your Ranga, just refusing to lose. Love how he plays.
Yeah, a little bit slow reaction from the defense as Etienne got in behind, but good reaction from Oranga to get back and stop any danger coming from it. But it looked like Branderban was expecting the flag to go up as he let Etienne go and didn't follow the run.
I didn't even think he expected to get there, so that might have been what the situation was in that.
Barrow on the ball. We're trying to fix it. Valle on the ball. A little bit of a late tackle there from Barrow, giving away the free kick on Alex Ramirez. You can see his key role in this Limeño team. Probably the smallest player on the pitch, but one of the most skillful and all over the pitch. As you can see, number 7 moving into the midfield, looking for the ball, but doesn't get it this time. Here's Villagomez.
No, and typically this Limeño team is rather young, and I think their energy is showing as well.
Yeah, for sure. They haven't stopped running since the first whistle, but now here's Jimmy Lee Noel looking to get Joseph, but that one will be offside on Joseph. So unfortunate for him, but it was a good call from here in the booth. It looked like a clear offside.
And it does look like Potros are starting to get a little more comfortable as well. More attacking, less throwing the entire midfield into the defense. I think we're starting to find our groove, and it wouldn't be crazy to see a goal pretty soon here.
Another long ball. It's what we expect from Limeño. They like to move the ball around the back, get players very high up the pitch as they're possessing in the back, and then they look for those long balls over the top and try to outnumber the attack and try to win the first and second balls. So we've seen that for many years from Limeño. It's one of the clubs that Potros has faced the most frequently in their history. Don't have the stats in front of me, but I believe it's at least 7 appearances between these clubs. So they know each other very well. The record is heavily in favor of Limeño at this point, but this is a very new team than what they've played against in the past.
Ooh, looking for the out wide there. Loving it.
And Limeño, of course, coming back up from Division 1 after finishing as the first place team in Division 1 last season. Very young squad, as we've mentioned many times. But plenty of time left in this game to get back in for Potros. Here's Noel. Finding Bino. And now Barrow. They haven't had any real clear chances at this point, Potros. Aside from maybe the free kick.
I think this just boils down to finding the gap and exposing it, essentially just as well as Limeño did early on in the game.
There's a great ball there from Van Buskirk to find Kobe, but Kobe not able to beat his man on the far side. Here's Horta trying to find a clearance, but can only give away a throw-in. Greenberg gets it back in. Here's Omar Barrow, one of the new players, previously played with SSL. Wide to Kobe. Has Greenberg on the overlap, and Greenberg wins the corner kick. 5th corner of the game for Potros. The other 4 came back-to-back.
You know what we say about corners. Those are always goal-scoring opportunities. So hopefully, hopefully here we can see a result.
Got Brandervan, got Oranga into the box. Ross comes in, is very far behind. Oranga coming back to get his head to it, but not able to find a teammate, but they still will stay in the attacking third of the throw-in.
Yeah, definitely, you know, raising those stats a little bit for the for possession. So I think that's something Potros are doing really good.
Here's Joseph at the edge of the box trying to turn. Has Lima with him, but bounces off of him and comes back. And now Noel. To the edge of the box, Barrow. Barrow going himself, but can't get it on target. He'll go out for another goal kick. Let's take a look at the goal of the game so far once again. I apologize, that's not the goal. That was the last opportunity. But we'll bring you all the match first half highlights at halftime. So stick with us.
Good possession there from the midfield, but ultimately knocking it out for a Limeño throw-in. And so far we're sitting at the minute 30-31 mark. Chris, what do you think of this game so far?
So far, it's been all Limeño. They've really come to play. They've come to win, and they've proven it so far in the game that they are, as of this point, they're going to be the ones to come away with the win. Potros really hasn't shown anything to show why they might come away with the win at this point.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, unfortunately. So far, Limeño, the more energetic team, the more wanting team, and so, you know, maybe Coach will have something to say in the halftime that'll inspire these Potros players and get them back to their groove.
Yeah, and we can also look at the bench, some potential changes that might have an impact. Oli Nuegbo back on the bench for the first time this season.
Excited to hear that name.
We know that he had some impact in some games in recent years. We've also got Sean McKeever, who started last week and played a really key role in both goals in last week, but had an injury and not 100% fit today, so he wasn't ready to be starting, but he is on the bench, could potentially make an impact. Joel Brown, also one of the key players from last season in the attack, is on the bench today, so there's definitely some players who can make a difference in the attacking side of things, but ultimately it's going to come down to who wants it more at this point.
Absolutely.
And so far it's Limeño.
Yep, just like you said, so far it's Limeño who wants it more. But, you know, we've been in this position before. You know, Limeño could even burn themselves out, all this extra energy that they're showing. You know, who knows? Well, it was still a lot of football left for this game.
Potros were in a similar situation last week around the same time, and this was around the time where they got back into the game, but No signs at this point, but maybe one piece of brilliance can unlock it. They're in a dangerous position here.
Up in the final third once again with a little throw-in.
Jimmy Lee Noel gets it into Pedro Lima. Had 2 assists last week. Also had the most assists in the fall season. Noel.
Ooh, a little deflection there. Thought Mark was going to end up with it, but Limeño there, not allowing anything. And here they are actually on the counter, trying to find something.
Good recovery from Greenberg, and then a great tackle there from Barrow.
Yeah, huge tackle there from Barrow. I mean, one guy on the right wing there for Limeño was, I mean, on his way. Huge from Barrow. There's been Buskirk going for one.
Kobe not having his best half so far. Was an impact player off the bench last week and had that last-minute opportunity to win the game and unfortunately didn't finish it. Seeing if he can get some confidence in the starting lineup today, but hasn't been able to find it so far. But Joseph winning the ball back in a dangerous position. No help for him in the corner as he is forced to give the ball away. Now Greenberg winning that loose ball back, keeping Potros in the attacking third. Greenberg again.
Greenberg playing a little bit high there on the defense as well.
Yeah, he struggled in the first part of this game. 3 chances back-to-back on his side. One of them leading to the opening goal. Since then has been pretty solid. Getting into the attack here, finding Kobe wide. Has options in the box. Blitz will cross in. Finds Lima, but Lima doesn't get a touch and now eventually cleared. Uranga winning that ball in the air. Still in possession.
Gets it out to Van Buskirk. Van Buskirk slowing the game down a little bit. Finding Marky Mark. Marky Mark crossing it out. That's Colby, I believe.
His cross finds no one and will end up in a goal kick.
Absolutely. And roughly 10 minutes left in this half, not including extra time. As we wait for the goal kick from Limeño, they're deciding to play it short. There's Noel. Gets it to Van Buskirk. Van Buskirk finding Dadinho. Dadinho crossing it in. But a Limeño defender right in the way there.
And Barrow shot not anywhere near the target. They're trying to get forward.
Yeah, so far owning a little bit more of the ball in an offensive position, but still nonetheless, Limeño has been extremely pressing and tactical defensively, not allowing too much on the turns or allowing for open spaces either. Certainly not allowing similar gaps to that of which Potros have been allowing. So tactically speaking, Limeño has been doing a great job.
Here's Ramirez, but one back by Lima. Lima finding Joseph.
Limeño back on the ball, opting for but pressure there from Dadinho, forcing the out there. Good job from Dadinho there. They decided to play the ball back to the goalkeeper, but it was just a little short. So gave Dadinho the opportunity to apply that aggression. And I believe that's Van Buskirk on the run here. And a body being applied from Limeño. Van Buskirk not too happy about that one, but ultimately not a call. And now we have a goal kick for Limeño. Limeño on the attack again, and it's looking grim.
Uranga
but
just gets a touch.
Uranga, once again, Uranga being so crucial in that back line. There was 2, 3 on the open there for Limeño, but Uranga somehow able to find the step. Once again with the foot of justice is Benjamin Uranga. Limeño with the throw-in now. He finds one, looking for something here. Defense there from Potros. Another throw-in. Looking for options is Limeño. Once again, out for another throw-in.
And we'll see a substitute now for Potros. And that's Sean McKeever coming into the game. As we mentioned, he started last week. Had a little bit of an injury problem, but now as Kobe struggled on that right-hand side, he gets replaced, and McKeever, the player with more experience, will come into this game and see if he can make an immediate impact. He got a goal against Limeño during preseason. Was one of the top goal scorers of the league a few years ago when he played with North Georgia United, making his home debut for Potros FC now in the UPSL.
Let's see if this sub makes the difference here, because as you said before, it looked like Kobe was struggling a little bit on that right side over there. So
yeah, he had good ideas to create chances, but ultimately wasn't being effective enough. And McKeever, as I mentioned, was involved in both goals last week, but there's a chance here, but Darinho stays down.
No.
Not something you want to see as the play continues on.
And let's hope Darinho's okay, because that will be a huge loss.
Looks like he will be okay. He's back on his feet, starting to walk it off. Just a little bit of a knock.
Yeah, it looks like he'll be okay. Yeah, definitely an interesting situation though, because the clearance there that ended up pretty much by the goalkeep still had enough space for Marky Mark to try to do something with it, but the keeper was there and he gave it everything he had as well. So luckily that's all that resulted from that, a small knock.
5 minutes remaining in this first half. Potros still trying to find an equalizer before halftime. Here's Lima. Can he unlock anything? Good defending so far from Limeño. Darinho connecting with Van Buskirk. Now McKeever gets his first touch of the game. Tries to go for goal but gets blocked.
Limeño though on the ball again.
Yeah, tackle there from McKeever. Oh, but it's going to be called a foul against Limeño as McKeever tried to get in front of it, and the Limeño player...
Potros opting to take it quick, trying to use a little bit of this confusion to their advantage.
Lima continuing. Player down for Limeño. Castrejón still down, but play continues on. Here's Van Buskirk. Lima to Burrow. Burrow with the shot, but that one's just going to go wide, so...
And it looked like the number 20 for Limeño was looking for a foul there, but I think the referee's telling him, hey, man, you both went in. He was just a little stronger.
Yeah, we saw as McKeever stepped across the ball, the other player went down to the ground and got a little bit of McKeever, and that's what the call was for.
Uranga there pressing the midfield, making sure we end up with the ball off of that goal kick. There's Noel in the middle. Playing from the midfield, finds Darinho. Darinho playing back to Noel.
A little bit of better play here from Potros as they're making some more connections in the front.
But seemingly unable to find this gap here in Limeño. It looks like they've just shifted defensively quite a bit. Looking like that energy is starting to die down just a little bit. Exactly what we were speaking about earlier. Shot. And a golazo from, I believe that's Lima. What an absolute heater. I mean, just straight upper 90. Let's go. A beautiful header from Lima there. I mean, even I'm kind of dumbfounded. Granted, he was pretty open, but I mean, wow, a huge from Lima there.
Yeah, and we talked about it. We just needed that one moment of brilliance from individual brilliance to get back into this game. And we'll take a look at that one, but Van Buskirk getting that ball wide to Lima, and Lima knew what he was looking for here, just cuts inside to that back post, and what a finish there from Pedro Lima, getting his first goal for the club.
No, and that's just the energy that these Potros players were looking for. We're about to see an explosion. I'm willing to bet on that.
Yeah, the momentum's all keep going here. Ball over the top, looking for Joseph, but Medina almost misses it out there. Ball still loose and cleared by Gutierrez all the way across the field.
And it's just like we spoke about earlier, Chris. You know, it's a beautiful game.
Ball still in though, but Limeño looking to get something as they went up throwing deep into the half. But now, yeah, you can see the energy, even the energy in the crowd is just lifting up after that goal.
Absolutely. I'll be frank, I was watching that. I saw him get the cut. I saw him take the shot, but it didn't look like it was going to just absolutely fall into the back of the net like that. Huge play, huge job from Lima there.
Lima back on the ball again. He's looking for another one. Noel on it, looking to find an option. Van Buskirk has pressure. Finds Dadinho with some space. Wide to Lima. Has Noel getting forward. Finds Noel now. Still looking for an option. Puts it across the goal. Cleared away by Villa Gomez. Still some work to do now, Barrow. Oh, he gives the ball away. Valle looking to release Etienne. 1v1 with Brandervan. Verona comes out.
No.
Can't get a good clearance. Etienne.
Huge defense there. I mean, absolutely saved that situation.
And a foul called on Noel as Gutierrez tried to jump across. Noel didn't jump and instead ducked. Didn't get out of the way. Gives away a free kick, but wow. What an opportunity from Limeño. Brandervan with the clearance on that one. As you can see here, a giveaway again from Potros. A quick ball over the top. Verona way off his line. Can't get a clearance that he's looking for. Etienne with a wide open goal. Has to be Brandervan. Gets his body in the way. So an excellent move there from the defender, Brandervan, to make up for the missed clearance from Verona. But the half's not over. We're now going into added time. We didn't get a signal so far. It looks like it's going to be 2 minutes. And the ball will be played in for Limeño, looking to get a lead before halftime. McKeever trying to get the ball back. Barrow getting in the way, and now Van Buskirk as well. But Limeño still continuing, winning a throw-in. Horta getting the ball. Castrejón has pressure, quickly gets it wide to Gutierrez. Gutierrez flicking on for Valle, but Uranga's there. He's going to go out for a throw-in.
And Uranga with the speed on that one, keeping up, staying in the way. Crucial.
About a minute away.
Granted, Lima scored the goal, but for me, right now, MVP is going to have to be Uranga.
Now Dadinho with a chance to go forward. Has pressure from behind, but Gutierrez pulls him down. He's going to win the free kick. Potentially a card on this play as Dadinho was trying to get free.
Oh, and it looks like we're seeing our first card of the game too, as he blatantly pulled him down.
Yeah, that's going to go to Eduardo Gutierrez as we get close to the halftime. Only a few seconds left in this one.
Looking for Lima again. Oh, and Lima with the touch. Huge touch from Lima there. Opportunity here from the new add-on. Gets it in. But Limeño there to get the ball out, but still in Potros' control. Now Limeño looking to attack a little bit. Sending the ball out, but Uranga there once again playing it to the midfield. Mistake there though. Limeño back with the ball, trying to find Etienne, but Uranga once again not allowing it past him. Noel with the ball on the back left of the field now.
So what a first half. We'll be back to bring you the highlights in a few minutes after the halftime whistle. But before then, here's a chance for Limeño as he goes for long. And looks like we thought it might be 2 minutes added. We're now going into the 3rd minute. And potentially more.
I believe we're gonna see this kick and it'll be the whistle.
From here from the booth, we didn't see a great signal. But what a crowd that we have here tonight at Marietta High School.
Absolutely. I mean, they brought out the vuvuzelas, the drums, some other mechanism I've never seen before. Incredible crowd.
Yeah, you can hear the noise coming from that crowd. But here we are, Van Busker going now into the 4th minute of added time, and now the halftime whistle.
That's going to be the
go.
half, ladies and gentlemen.
So halftime 1-1, same position we were at last week. We can see the stats as Potros turned it around, got the most shots, but not as many on target, but it doesn't matter. They got the one that mattered on target. Going into halftime 1-1. We'll be back in a few minutes to bring you the halftime highlights. In the meantime, stick around as you will see some behind the scenes from our recent media day.
So we're here with Coach Frankie Reese from Potros FC, and we're here asking you what your expectation is today from your final preseason match going into next week when we have your first UPSL match.
Yes, ma'am, we do. We got our first UPSL match next week. Today we doing our media day, having a lot of fun with that, and of course today our last friendly. Today with our scrimmage, with our formation, what we're trying to do, starting lineup, all that kind of stuff, we're still playing with things, playing with chess pieces, trying to find which players can complement each other the best. And once we find that out, then we're ready to roll out next week. But to be honest with you, I think we are kind of ready. And but today, at least we'll be able to open up some more options and see what the boys can do today.
Everybody did a haircut. Everybody? Yeah, not everybody. Look around. That's what I'm saying. You
don't answer in the group chat, bro.
You don't give me shit, man. Don't give me haircuts, bro. No, he never answered.
You don't answer in the group chat.
Yeah, exactly.
I told you that before.
And then, Coach need to give us his arm routine, bro. Like, I need to fill my shirt out. Look how much space I got, bro.
I put this shirt on in the bathroom. I was like, yo, this thing just make my chesticles grow, bro?
Oh my god.
If they're gonna make you laugh, I'll have them look away.
I'm good. It's just Coach I'm worried.
I'm gonna turn around.
1, 2, 3. What do you want to do for the last one? Go for it.
Alright, ready?
Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3.
One more, yeah.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. One more.
Bro, we're getting video, bro. Come on, bro.
You can't drop it.
Alright, yeah.
What's your skill? Bombo, clap, bomb.
One touch. What? Here's
My tall people, you know who you are. Back row.
Oh, people, man. Oh, man.
So I'm gonna have you in the middle row. So like, go behind the bleachers, yeah. Behind the bleachers.
Sometimes it's okay to be mid-height. Sit properly, man.
That looks so weird.
Sit up, young man.
1, 2, 3. And why not? We can do a silly one. Go for it. Third one. Ready?
Everybody jump up, Bryce.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, as far as the expectations going into this season, the good thing is the cheat sheet was already in place because the culture of hard work and dedication was already here. It was one of the things that attracted me to this club. between the management team and everybody that comes in and helps support. It definitely is a village that helps these players move on. And what I'm going to try to do is come in and maybe share a little bit of tactics that I know and some experience and leadership that I have, and hopefully we can take it all the way and win another championship.
Hey, them boys came to play.
And welcome back as we take you through the first half highlights here at Marietta High School. First few minutes of this game, all Limeño.
Almost entirely.
This chance from Leon, saved by Verona. Again, all from that left-hand side. We can see here again, Leon once again cutting inside. Nice movements there of the ball, and Ramirez, this one just barely wide against Verona. And then this is already only 5 minutes into the game and all these chances coming, but Potros would get one. We're losing the ball again in the middle of the field.
I think this is the one that actually resulted.
This is Etienne on this far side, cutting inside, gets his shot, and another save from Verona. And then 8 minutes into the game, we'll see the opener. This free kick from Medina comes in, flicked on by Leon. Uranga with a missed touch, and Ramirez wins it back. Etienne then getting it out wide to Leon. Leon started the first chance and finishes this one to give Limeño the lead. Still, Limeño continued to push here in the 20th minute with another chance as Leon comes in, blocked by Uranga, then the second one saved by Verona. And again, Potros just starting this game off slow as we've seen them do many times. But they did get back into the game here from Pedro Lima with an absolute screamer.
No, incredible. I was in awe of that one. Just a quick little cut. Clean right to the back of the net. You can't ask for much more from him there, quite frankly.
Yeah, Limeño nearly got the lead back in this opportunity as Verona came out. His clearance came off of Etienne. Etienne with an open goal gets his shot, but Brandervan was in the right place at the right time. Go into halftime.
Great job from who was that? Brandervan?
Yeah, that was Brandervan.
Huge from him there. That was a free goal. Otherwise, I think our buddy Verona was watching some newer highlights or something.
A 1-1 at the half. Potros FC and Limeño Georgia. What do you think for the second half? Any changes needed? Do you think any team can have a chance to come back into this game?
So I'll be brutally honest with you. I think we're gonna see a difference, a shift in momentum. I think Potros, they may have started off sluggish, but we've seen this time and time again. One goal goes in for the other team, then we start realizing, hey, we might actually lose this game, and then someone scores, and I just personally I feel momentum's going to be on our favor coming into this half. Limeño was pressing majority of that entire first half, and so I think even energetically speaking, they're not going to be as heavy and as forward as they were in the first half. So I think that might even be something we see from Potros on the counterattack for those situations. What about you?
Yeah, I think the key thing to look out for in the second half is going to be the crowd. You
Yeah.
know, I think the crowd's going to play a big point in this. You saw as soon as that goal went in for Potros, the energy in this venue just completely
Erupted.
lifted up.
Absolutely.
So it's going to be fun to see how the teams go in the second half. I think Limeño's going to continue with a lot of the similar things they did, trying to find those counterattacks, trying to release those players in from behind. But Potros are going to try to take some control back into this game. They've got the experience. They've got Darinho. They've got Lima, who opened his scoring account. His first goal for the club. He's got plenty of assists under his name between last season and this season, but his first goal, that we might just see them come flooding in at this point. They've also got Sean McKeever in the game, who was not in the starting lineup. He came in around the 38th minute, and he's one of those players to look out for as well. And, you know, just for the season, just trying to get that momentum in the attack. They got 2 goals last week against Georgia Revolution. They have one today. Can they find more goals? Last season, they broke a record. They had the most goals scored in a single season in the UPSL Premier Division. They got to match that this season or go further. If they
Absolutely.
want to get back up to the top. And, you know, they've got interesting players. For example, they got the introduction of Nazario and Bomio coming in. He's not on the call-up today, but was on trial. There's potentially coming into the team in future seasons, and we know that he's been a top scorer as well. So it's all to play for this season. Coach Frankie Ruiz having a full preseason, been working with these players for weeks now, and it's really a family, as you can see. And
Absolutely.
we'll see how they fight in the second half with the potential to try to take the lead, and they're going against a young Limeño team. So we'll be back to bring you the second half in a few minutes. Until then, enjoy the graphic. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Yep, all right here. Oh, you ready for the field now? Okay.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Here we are. We're prepping for the second half. We have both teams lining up right now. So far, lineups looking the same on both ends. We can look at the stats here. Potros with 7, Limeño with 6. Given the possession, given the control of the ball, it certainly wouldn't look like that. But at the end of the day, the result is 1-1 right now. And quite frankly, moving forward into this game, I think we have an exciting one for this second half. But here we have both teams finished lining up. The ref's about to blow the whistle for the conception of second half. Chris, what do you expect to see here?
I think Potros are going to try to come into this half with the same momentum that they finished with, given that goal from Pedro Lima. No changes, it seems, for either side, as far as we can tell. We'll try to identify those. Actually, it does look like one change for Limeño. We have a newly entered player. We'll try to figure out who that sub was for and who came in just a second. As we start the second half, Joseph getting it underway. Van Buskirk
finding Greenberg.
So far, not too urgent from Potros. They're starting with some possession. But I was expecting maybe just try to set the tone pretty early, but they decide to slow it down instead. Uranga
deciding to push the ball a little, control the narrative. Pushing forward is Potros. Mistake there. Limeño ending up with the ball. Oh, and a nasty foul being called here. 2 Limeño players down off of 1 run. Yellow card given even. Can't quite see.
Yellow card shown.
Yeah, can't quite see who that is. That's number 63 for Potros. That's Pedro Lima.
See if we can see that one again. We might just get we just get the tail end of it. We'll see if we can try it again. Yeah, it was just a late challenge there. Pedro Lima will get the first booking of the game.
And Limeño pushing off.
I don't know.
Still on the ball here. Pushing forward is Potros. Looking for options, but Limeño there with the triple team. Limeño pushing forward. Mistake there. Gonna result in a throw in. Greenberg opting to take it.
So we can confirm that the substitute for Limeño was Xavier Joff came in, and I believe it was Castrejon who was replaced. We're going to confirm that in just a second. Besides that, no other changes for either side.
And Buskirk looking for the option there, but straight to a Limeño defender.
So it was actually Monroy who was replaced, and Juf is the one who came in. Here's a chance now. Orta coming down the line. Runs right into Brandon Van, but gets it right back. Now looking to get a shot with his left foot, but that one will roll easily into Verona's path. Go down as a shot on target, although it was more of a pass.
Yeah, Limeño's certainly not afraid to shoot the ball on the outside of the box. They've had quite a few shots on the outside there. Verona playing it short. That'll be to Van Buskirk. Van Buskirk getting it to Uranga. And Uranga controlling the pace, looking for the long ball, but
Yeah, but no runner on that one. I think Lima was wanting it short.
yeah, a bit of a miscommunication there in that pass.
So one sub apiece, no other changes. Joff coming into that midfield, giving a little bit more height for Limeño. We'll be interested to see how he does in the midfield. He's asking for the ball. Doesn't get onto it, number 29 for Limeño.
Opting for the long throw in there, especially with 3-man coverage. Interesting decision there.
There's Joff winning that ball in the air. And now Barrow's header falls to the path of Darinho. Darinho playing it forward to Joseph. What a turn! Chance! Oh, and he hits that one over the bar. Russell Joseph with a chance to open his account for the season, but cannot get it on target.
But unfortunately, access denied. I mean, he did such a good job with that turn, though. The little fake step back and then moving forward for the shot that ultimately ended up wide. Really good effort, nonetheless.
Yeah, you can see here as this ball was won by Barrow, fell to the path of Darinho. Great awareness for him to just flick it into that space, and that little dip of the shoulder from Joseph bought him the space to be able to turn, but was not able to get it on target.
Yeah, it looked like he just got under the ball on that one, but, you know, a great opportunity nonetheless.
And the ball continues forward, and Lima goes down and wins a free kick.
And it's going to be similar to the last free kick. We're going to be interesting to see who ends up taking it.
Yeah, it's a very similar spot from where the goal for Lima was in the first half, but on the other end of the field.
Exactly.
He might be wanting to take it himself, but it looks like it might just be too far out. Lima's still there with Darinho and... Oh, actually, that's Noel. And Van Buskirk as well.
And if I'm not mistaken, Van Buskirk took the last one as well, so we might see that again.
This one does seem to be a little bit more of a crossing position instead. Van Buskirk and Noel over the ball. Van Buskirk's going to step up to it. Puts it to the front post. Cleared away by Orta for the 7th corner for Potros in this match. Limeño still yet to get a corner kick.
Yeah, and you know, we've had quite a few corners, but not really resulted in anything. So, especially now that they've interjected a new player with some height onto it, it's going to be interesting to see if that generates anything for us.
Yeah, the crosses in the first half weren't really put into dangerous positions. This one is, but headed away. Falls to Darinho at the edge of the box. Back wide to Van Buskirk. Van Buskirk looking for an angle, but again into traffic and cleared away.
And it looks like Limeño has just completely adopted a new play style in this second half. I mean, no joke, the entire back line was in the box on that play there.
Yeah, they've definitely stepped back a little bit, dropped off a little bit deeper. I think they felt the pressure from Potros at the end of the first half. They probably feel that their best bet at this point is going to be to play those counterattacks like they had a few chances in the first half and not press as high as they did in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I completely agree with that one. I mean, it's miles different. You know, now it almost looks like Limeño put a little bit of respect on the team name, and you know, now they're looking to, if they're gonna park it, they're gonna park it. You know.
And by contrast, you can see that high pressure there from Potros. So the game has kind of flipped on its head, and we're seeing pretty much the opposite of what we saw in the first half.
That's exactly the situation, and you and I both said it before the game even started. You know, it seems like it's just, you know, the same idea majority of the games, at least considering last season as well. You know, it usually takes a goal or even two from the opposing team for Potros to start waking up and realize, hey, you know, we're gonna have to do something here. We're gonna lose this.
All played forward by Barrow, but controlled well. Here's Ramirez finding Jof. Jof with the ball over the top. Here's Etienne. Can he get onto it? Uranga with him. Played across. Noel back and did enough to put Valle off, but now here comes Gutierrez on the far side. Gets his cross in. Joff there in the box. And there you see Joff with that height that he has. Getting into the box is going to be something that Potros needs to look out for, but wasn't able to redirect that one.
No, and it definitely looks like that substitute for Joff was crucial for Limeño, because he's been pretty crucial to these movements on multiple occasions for Limeño. Now we have a Limeño throw-in.
And we have a substitute getting ready to come in. That's Josias de la Espada on the sideline, ready to come in.
De la Espada, that's a good last name.
Yeah, he's warming up. He's waiting for the opportunity to sub. They're not going to do it on this throw as the ball comes in by Horta. Barrow coming across to head that one out. And now they will get the substitute. De la Espada will enter the match. We'll see who he replaces. Looks like it's going to be number 7, Ramirez, going off. It's an interesting decision from Galdames. So De La Espalda, we expect that he'll be in an attacking midfield position. Ramirez was really the creative force for Limeño. Number 7 now gets replaced. Could be a fitness issue, as we know that these kids, and actually, sorry we had the wrong name on that one. I believe. We'll try to correct that as we have the wrong number. That's actually Antonio Ferez who came in.
And the flag coming up for that press from Limeño there.
So we don't see De La Espalda just yet.
Oh, okay.
But we do have Ferez.
Still a good last name, nonetheless.
Medina on the ball. Oh, trying to find the over the top. Noel gets his foot to it, but only as far as a Limeño player. Brandon Van steps forward and gets a touch to it. And it will go out for Limeño throw-in. So, despite the high pressure from Potros in the second half, Limeño still finding their way into dangerous positions. Here's Horta. He's done well on this left-hand side.
No, and absolutely, that's something that Potros are going to need to stay vigilant of. It's once they start to get comfortable and complacent that's when you need to start to worry, because that's how you end up with a goal in the back of the net from the opposing team.
Etienne now far on this wide side.
And I've been very intrigued by Etienne as well. I mean, he controls, he shoots outside of the box. Really good player.
Yeah, he's been crucial to this Limeño attack with his hold-up play. At that striker position, he's been strong, he's been skillful, and he set up the goal for Limeño in the first half. Had a few chances of his own. Here's Gutierrez getting the ball back in.
Quick throw in as well.
Valle looking to try to get the ball into the box, but can't get past Noel. And now Van Buskirk with the ball. Finds Noel again.
Looking like a counter here too for Potros.
Has Darinho.
And you can see here Limeño literally shifting completely to the back. Almost the entire team running back.
What
as open players. Oh.
Great ball there from Sean McKeever to find Lima, but Lima just lost his footing. And now a chance here for Limeño.
And we might have an injury on the field as well.
That's Pedro Lima, who stayed down after that play as he lost his footing. Might have done something to himself. The ball continues. Verona clears it out. Lima still down in the opposing box, but on this side, they've also got a Limeño player down.
No, and let's hope that Lima's okay. He's been down for quite a bit. I don't think he's going to even try to get up off of that either.
Yeah, now the Limeño player, I believe that was Valle, is now back on his feet. Lima is still not on his feet as he gets attention from the referee. Pedro Lima, the goal scorer, is going to be one. Grabbing his shin. Maybe took a slight touch from a cleat, a trailing cleat or something along those lines. Stretching out his leg, maybe a calf injury.
Could be even a shin splint, who knows?
We don't like to speculate up here in the press box. But it looks like he's on the jog. Looks like might be able to play through it. We'll see if he needs any further attention.
Yeah, I think he just needs to rub some dirt in it. I think he'll be A-okay.
So Limeño still with the momentum in the attacking third. Horta getting it back into Etienne. Back to Horta. Here's Leon, the goal scorer from the first half.
Still on it, too.
Plays it across. Juf.
That Jove cat has been pretty
Oh, and
interesting.
Dadinho picks it off him. Now looking to release Van Buskirk.
Fancy
Has
footwork.
McKeever. If he can find him, here's McKeever.
McKeever on the breakaway. Oh,
Cuts inside. Left foot.
ooh, love the idea from McKeever there, but still on it. Looks for the cross. Just a little too high there.
And Lima is very gingerly getting back to it after he took that jump. But here's Noel back on the ball. Oh, but the whistle goes for a foul.
Yeah, a little bit hard there as well.
And what a chance there, but unfortunately McKeever on his weaker left foot not able to direct it towards goal as the block came in.
I personally think McKeever should have just went straight for it, on the run there. He had the power, he had the ability. The cutback, I get it. There was a defender there, but given the space he had, he definitely had an opportunity to find the back of the net.
Yeah, he didn't have the best angle, but they always say shoot it across the goal. Anything can happen. You can get a deflection, get a corner kick, get a rebound. Anything can happen.
No, even for padding the stats, shot on goal looks way better than, nothing.
Barrow winning that one back. Here's Greenberg. Looking to find Joseph long, but Villa Gomez is there. Now Joseph picks up the loose ball. Greenberg getting forward. Now he's on the ball, looking for an option in the box. Dadinho coming in. Cross gets blocked in. Lima again going down, but Noel on the first time shot doesn't get anywhere near the goal. It looked from up here
like it was
good. It looked like it was about to go towards the goal at first, but
yeah, that was pretty far end of the day, but I respect the effort nonetheless. Respectable effort from Noel on that one. Great job from Greenberg there too. I mean, essentially running all the way up from the right back. That's crucial from him.
Yeah, now Orta stayed down here on the near side. He's getting some attention from the referee. We'll see if he's able to continue. But again, we talked about it, the fitness. Some of these players for Limeño, a lot of them are very young.
Yep.
17, 18 years old. So the fitness and the physical battles in these games is something that they're going to have to adjust to. It's not the same as Division 1 where they played last season. So it's something they got to adjust and prepare their physical fitness to be able to last in these games.
Absolutely, and that's what we were kind of mentioning earlier too. They started first half hot and heavy, and it even almost drew concerns for burning out into the second half. So that might even be a little bit of what we're seeing here.
Yeah, and that'll call on the bench to see if that can make an impact as well. So far, Joff has made a big impact off the bench. Here's a chance for Fedez getting forward, and Dadinho trips him up. Free kick for Limeño.
We have a player down too.
Yeah, this time it's Omar Barrow down. So we talked about Limeño's fitness, but it's going both ways. We've seen players down from both teams.
Well,
this one more of a contact, as you can see him rubbing his knee.
Yeah, I'll be honest though, the Lima injury and now this one, they've actually been related to contact. So at the same time, these Limeño players are a little step happy as well.
Yeah, but it goes both ways. Both players are fighting to try to win this game. So we're going to see it. We're going to see these things happen throughout the season.
Absolutely.
We just want to avoid anything serious.
Absolutely.
This one looks like it might have just been a knock of knees. Nothing crazy.
No, and definitely nothing malicious. It's definitely two players fighting for the ball. But at the end of the day, it just boils down to the physicality. I mean, a lot of the fouls called were simply because the Limeño player tried to put body, but unfortunately, the Potro player was just too strong.
So Potros will temporarily play with 10 players as Barrow stands on the sideline waiting to come back in. Potros will temporarily have to adjust for that. Cross coming in from Castrejón.
Oh, huge.
Jumping over and getting the fist to it. Barrow now back on the field. And a throw in for Potros.
Yeah, Verona essentially jumping over Uranga to punch that ball. So, I mean, I've seen that go bad before. So, let's just be glad all that happened there was a kick.
Yeah, I wish we had the stat of how many games Verona and Oranga have played together, but we don't have that stat on hand.
Oh, and a pass here. The through. He's on. Nothing but time. And he hits the post. He hits the post. A beautiful pass there. Straight through. Just unable to find it there. Oh, what an unfortunate post there.
And now we will see Pedro Lima get replaced after a great goal that he had in the first half, but saw him go down multiple times. We'll look at that one again as McKeever left that one for Greenberg and Joseph. Joseph, what an opportunity. Just not getting his break just yet this season. Had one in a similar position last week that was saved. This time did well to beat the keeper, but just off that post, so unlucky. Ball continuing. Horta back on it for Limeño. He's been really impressive at this left back position. Now Castrejón, what a bit of skill there to get past his man.
Great play.
Geoff gets it wide, but just too far for Valle. And Joel Brown was the player who entered for Potros, who replaced Pedro Lima. He'll play on that left wing. We'll see what impact he can make.
It's really interesting to see Marky Mark playing on the more of a midfield position as well.
Yeah, but you saw with that last play from Joseph, you can see why that adjustment was made.
Absolutely.
But unfortunately not able to get it on target. Now McKeever playing the ball forward. Defended well by Garibay. We haven't said his name too many times in this half. Oh, that's a win back from Darinho. Has Brown by himself. Brown at the edge of the box. Can he get a shot on? And again, cannot get it on target today.
And he absolutely just gets under that ball and sends it to the moon. I personally feel maybe it was first touch jitters or something, but he just clipped that ball.
And those are the opportunities that they're going to want back, because we look at the stats. 12 shots total in this game, 10 of them off target.
Yeah, that's just not going to cut it. You know, not in this division, not in this league, you know. There are other teams out there that will make you regret that mistake.
We'll see if they live to regret it today, but so far the score stays level. Chance here. Here's Perez. Tries to one himself, gets a block. Etienne now. Etienne looking to try to find space for himself. Gets a shot with the left foot at the first post. And there's where you can see the difference. That's the 6th shot on target for Limeño. Potros only with 2 shots on target today.
And I mean, and on 2 of them, both times, Potros forwards just completely by themselves. One from Joseph and one from, that's the new add-on.
Yeah, Joel Brown.
Yeah. Those you can't miss those.
Here's Brown, now came to this right-hand side. Does well to keep the ball. Can he get a cross in? Oh, but runs out of space and just goes out for a goal kick. About 23 minutes remaining in this game plus added time.
So far, so good though. You know, you can't really compare this half to the first, given the circumstances. You know, Potros have been up. Potros have been trying to get the result, but one unlucky post and then one with just a sitter that completely got sent to the moon.
Leon's heavy touch was picked out by Greenberg, and now Brown's on the ball. Can't get forward, but wins a free kick instead.
Opts to play it quick. That's Greenberg. Gets it out to Van Buskirk. And Buskirk playing it out wide. Looking for options here. I believe that's Keever.
Oh, given away by Barrow. Here's Joff. Doesn't have numbers on his side right now, and Barrow does well to recover and win the ball back. Now Van Buskirk gets it forward to McKeever. Darinho. Oh, but Horta steps in at the right time. Chance for Limeño. They've got players forward. Looking for Valle on the far side. Noel there.
And a huge speed there from the Limeño player. Incredible.
Throw in for Limeño.
looks
They
like
have
we-
a substitute ready, but not going to make it this time.
Yep, that's just what I was about to call. It looks like there's a sub coming in for Limeño.
Garibay. Looking for Valle. Oranga gets to it, but loose ball falls to Gutierrez. Cross looking for Etienne. Verona comes off his line and gets to that one.
Verona owning that box as always.
Barrow has pressure. Now Oranga. Nice combinations, but Van Buskirk with the pressure gives it away.
Limeño here. And yeah, they just love those outside, right outside the box shots. I'm a really big fan of it. I mean, borderline stat padding. You know, it's those shots on goal. I would say about 80% of them outside of the box into the keeper's hands.
But even then, Richard, they're giving themselves more of a chance than these shots from Potros that have been off target.
Absolutely in agreement with
Even
that.
if they're not the best shots, you always have a chance when it's on target.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, one mistake and that's in the back of the net. So I understand that completely. Oh,
Nice move there from Perez to get forward. Etienne has some work to do to get past Branderben. Branderben does well and stands his ground. Now he's going to carry the ball forward, looking for an option. Finds Joseph. And now Barrow.
and it looks like Potros coming to the attack in uniform. You know, everyone pressing up ever so slightly, creating options, creating opportunities. But the double team on, I believe that's Brown. It ultimately ends up with a Limeño.
Oh, what a mistake there, Joseph. Oh, but the flag comes up for offside. Either way,
he missed that one.
yeah, Dadinho winning that ball and just fell to Joseph, who was already in an offside position. Not much he could really do about that.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And we will see now the substitute. And as we get the substitute, we'll see that chance again from Brown just a few minutes ago. But Dadinho did really well to win that ball back and put Brown in a great position. Just saw he lost his balance for just a second and couldn't get a good shot on. Etienne is the one who's replaced. We'll find out who came in just a second for Limeño.
It's going to be interesting to see this game without Etienne because he's been crucial in that side over there. So it's going to be important for that whoever came in on for him to play that role just as heavily as Etienne.
Yeah, it's going to be most likely a different approach as Etienne was a very strong hold-up player. We'll see what this new forward brings to the table. That's Nathan Marquez who came in. The cross coming into the back post. Wins a free kick. A little bit of a push at the back post. They've got to be careful with those pushes. We saw last week they've got the late equalizer against Pachuca, but it was called out. The goal did not count. So they don't want to give away an opportunity because of a push.
No, and although Limeño tends to be a younger team, they're extremely physical. I mean, they will bump up with the best, with the oldest.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, and you can see Coach Galames really has them prepared.
La Mochila.
Here's Castrejon. Been really solid in this midfield this whole game.
Oh, a mistake there from the referee. Even stopping the ball. I don't think I've seen that before.
Ball back into play. Here's Joe.
Opts to go for the drop ball. And Limeño trying to play off of that.
Believe it or not, Limeño get their first corner kick of the match.
Oh, wow.
Here in the 73rd minute.
Wow.
So,
And
Nathan Marquez came in for Etienne. We'll see if he's able to make an impact.
And they definitely implemented some height into these subs. So, you know, Joff and not other players. Going to be one to be on the lookout for.
And we'll see if they can create any danger from this corner kick. The cross comes into the back post over everybody.
Heavy.
And yeah, Marquez is not going to get to that one to keep it in. So it'll be a throw in.
Still looks like a rough throw in, though, in that position.
Greenberg started the game off a little rough, but grew into the game. Nearly got himself an assist.
Absolutely. Have been enjoying the offensive efforts there from Greenberg. Very crucial. And Buskirk with the turn too. Love the switch as well. Creating the space necessary for this team.
Joseph now finds himself in a wide position, carrying the ball forward. Oh, and loses the control of the ball as he tried to cut inside. Now Limeño with some space, but Oranga steps in at the right time. Ben Buskirk now back on the ball, trying to conduct the attack. Joel Brown. His cross is behind Darinho. Jof gets to that loose ball first. Branderban gets to the second ball. Joseph now back on the ball. Looks like a little bit of a switch of shape again as Joseph now dropping deeper into the midfield. Darinho getting back up forward, this time now on the wing. So a little bit of a different shape from Potros. McKeever now going into that central striker position.
And it is looking like Darinho is back to where he usually is. So, you know, I'm going to be interested to see this.
Free kick here, but Buskirk over it. He's been the one, the man that they've relied on to put in the service into the box so far.
And he's definitely going to be looking to get it into those players, into that box. Ooh, love that.
Post McKeever can't get a shot across, but Joseph still with it on the edge of the box. Gets it across the goal. Oh, and good work there for Medina. Rebound here for Greenberg. Doesn't find a teammate. Player still down in the box for Potros, but the play continues on. And now the play will stop, and we'll see that's Joel Brown who's down.
Let's hope he's okay. It's like we just said, though, very aggressive game. You know, both teams using their body, using their force. Quite a few knocks this game, honestly. Let's hope Brown's okay, though. He seems to not be wanting to get up off of that one.
Yeah, Medina came out to punch that ball. I think he was just in the wrong place and just kind of got some contact. He's back on his feet now.
Looks like he's going to continue. Definitely wrong place at the right time for him.
But we will see a change now for Limeño. Another change for them. Looks like it's Gutierrez coming in. Leon, the goal scorer, is the one coming off. I believe that's Nicolas Gutierrez coming on. Confirm in just a second. As he turns around, and actually it won't be. That will be Anthony Lopez who came in. So Lopez replaces Leon in the 76th minute. Four changes so far for Limeño. Only 2 so far for Potros.
Uranga once again owning that back line, but Limeño getting it off of his clearance there. Limeño looking to push forward a little bit as well. Not as many bodies in the back line as before. So definitely think La Mochila had to talk to them and said it's time to get another one in the back of the net. So Potros are gonna need to be looking for this result here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how these final 15 minutes go, as both teams will probably push for the win, which will open up chances on either end. But here we'll see another change for Limeño, and that'll be Christopher Valle de Guzman, I believe. I'll try to confirm who's the one coming in. We can't see the number just yet. And that is number 24, which is De La Espalda this time.
Let's go. De La Espalda on the field. Oh, what a pass there. Oh, but Limeño defense, I mean, just they're swarming. Respect to them. And it's really, like you said, you know, the physicality started to wear off. So coach for Limeño started making those substitutes. And quite frankly, the energy shifted once again.
Here's Perez. Back to Villagomez. Releases looking for Marquez. Branderban wins that one. Noel. His header goes loose, but it comes back to him. Barrow with some pressure on him. A little bit of ping pong in the midfield, and now Limeño getting forward. Gutierrez looking to put the ball in. Uranga got a touch, and Marquez. Verona off his line. Second ball in. Off the line by Greenberg.
What a save from Greenberg. I mean, just everything there. Once again. What a stressful time here. at the old Marietta High School Stadium.
Again, just some, like we said, some back and forth in the midfield, fell loose, and Gutierrez got forward quickly. Uranga just got enough to slow it down and allowed Verona to come off his line. But that second one, man, what a save there by Greenberg, sliding in with the knee. Just able to keep that ball out of the net.
And with that right there, I'm going to stick to my statement of, regardless of, Lima scoring that goal, Benjamin Uranga has been the MVP for this game, in my opinion. That step right there, single-handedly.
Mistake there. Brown finding Joseph. Joseph with the opportunity, cuts inside, can't get a shot, falls to McKeever. Oh, and McKeever again off target, cannot put that one into the back of the net. What an opportunity there from Potros.
Gosh, it might even be something to work on here throughout the week is finishing. I get the pressure and everything, but it seems a lot of these shots have been sent to the moon from them just sitting on it.
Yeah, that one came off the field goal post, and just opportunities with, like we've said, a foul called here against Brandervan. A little bit of holding going on. The crowd did not like that.
Did not like that at all. The crowd is, I'm hearing we're going to save your number, a bunch of things. Crazy.
10 minutes to go plus added time. Still both teams looking for the winner. Ferez gets the ball in, looking for the back post. Gutierrez got up, but Noel was the one who got the head to it. Gonna be a throw-in for Limeño.
A very respectable game from both teams so far, for sure, though. There we got Joseph on the run.
Joseph using his strengths to stay with the ball, wins the free kick. The crowd not reacting this time when it was the same foul that happened before. So
yeah, that's just how it tends to work, but Potros tend to respond to those, accusations with goals in the back of the net. So
here's Van Buskirk. Wide to Darinho. Darinho getting it forward to Greenberg. Greenberg trying to get around one man. His touch is just too heavy, and Medina comes off his line to collect that one.
Love the idea from Greenberg there in that, though. And, the energy on Greenberg has been so extreme. He's been playing from the back right, essentially from that right back position, all the way to the front on multiple occasions. Crucial player.
And apologies for those at home. That's actually Sebastian Farias who came in at goal. So a little bit more experienced goalkeeper who used to play for Limeño back in the day has come in at halftime. So we missed that one. So Medina had been subbed off at halftime, and Farias is actually the goalkeeper. Here's Marquez. Takes a deflection and goes out for a goal kick.
These subs for Limeño have been crucial. The amount of running, the amount of physicality being shown.
And they'll get their final substitution of the day now. But we keep seeing these Potros players moving around into different positions, trying to find the right combination that will get them the goal. But so far, really, the issue has been the shots on target. They've had the opportunities and just have not been able to get them on target. So Castrejón is the one who has been replaced. We'll try to find the number of the player who came in. And that's Samuel Mawuko who came in for Limeño. Here's a chance for Potros getting forward, but can't keep the ball in play as Darinho runs out of space. And Mawuko, the newly entered player, is the one who takes it. A foul called against Limeño, free kick for Potros. We've reached the final 7 minutes. Only 2 subs made at this point for Potros. Not sure if they're going to bring someone else on in these final minutes to try to find that last opportunity. Here's Joseph. Gets it wide to Greenberg. Greenberg's pass to Brown was a little too far forward, and good work from the defender to shield that one out. And we now are at the point where Limeño are out of substitutions with the introduction of Mawuko. Here is Mawuko.
Oh, huge ball there from to clear it, resulting in a throw-in. It's going to be Randervan taking it.
But Frankie Ruiz trusting most of his starting 11, even into the final minutes of this match. Only 2 substitutes made at this point. One was a forced substitute as Pedro Lima was having some issues. The other one was Sean McKeever, who came in the first half. Here's a chance. Here's Joff. Ball given away. Noel getting the first touch, but second touch was a bit too heavy, but it didn't matter because they won the throw-in.
Huge clearance there. I think that's from Uranga.
Joseph picking up the ball at the edge of the box.
Passes
Tries
it.
to get Darinho.
Oh, just a little short on the pass there to Darinho, but it was close. Huge pressure from Limeño. Once again, a corner for Potros. That's going to be what now? 8, 9?
Yeah, the 8th corner of the match for Potros. 5 minutes remaining in regular time. A cross comes into the front post, headed away. Jimmy Lee Noel on the loose ball, finding Evan Greenberg. Got to put this ball back into danger. Gets there. McKeever running onto it, but Farias will be able to pick that one up without any issues.
I've seen quite a few last-minute goals from Potros, so I'm still extremely hopeful that that's a potentiality in this game as well.
Great work there from Omar Barrow to make that tackle and win the throw-in.
And Barrow has been extremely energetic here in this, I would say, CDM position that he's playing.
Yeah, definitely one of the key players that have been brought in this off season for Potros. Here's McKeever, another one. Joel Brown has Greenberg with him, but decides to go inside himself. Now switches it to Noel, a little bit behind him, and he's not going to be able to get to it. Gutierrez goes back to Mawuko. Looks like a little bit of change of shape, I believe, for Limeño, as they've got some... And sorry, that was actually De La Espalda. Now Perez. Oh, does well to get past Brown. They're about a shot.
Oh, wow.
But that one not on target. And for all the chances in this game, it's surprising if you look at the ratio of shots on target to off target. It's only the 3rd shot off target to Limeño. So they've been really effective with their shots and getting them on target.
Yeah, I think that's something that's even been coached to them. You know, if you have the shot, take it. Because I've seen more 15, 20-yard shots than I can count.
And now Greenberg is being replaced, and it looks like Ohiwiri will be the one to come in for him. EJ Ohiwiri, making his debut for the season, was on the roster last week but didn't get into the match. Will come in late in this match. He was a key starter for Potros in the fall season. In their semifinal playoff run, he replaces Greenberg.
I'm actually quite the Ohiwiri fan. He has quite a bit of energy for that position and definitely a good substitute for Greensburg there, as he's going to essentially do the same exact thing as Greensburg.
Yeah, we'll see if he can make any difference, but this ball's played forward, looking for Darinho. Darinho gets to it, still has to work to beat De La Espalda, but De La Espalda shows good strength to win that one off of Darinho. Now he plays the ball forward. He's getting in behind Uranga, has pressure from Marquez, goes back to Verona.
Ooh, heavy on there
heavy
from
touch
Barrow.
from Barrow. Now here's Mawuko and Marquez. And now Joff.
Certainly looks like Limeño's attacking more on the press.
Wide to Gutierrez, who's taken a further position up the field than where he started. Oranga does well to avoid the corner kick.
Good job from Uranga there. Would much rather see a throw in than a corner in that position.
Cross coming in. Finds Ohiwiri. Ohiwiri's touch a little heavy. Brown working together to get it back. But now here's Lopez.
We're approaching the 89th minute. Going to be looking for that signal soon for the extra time. And we have a Potros sub lining up, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so that's going to be Daniel Moreira coming in, getting his last few minutes, replacing Omar Barrow, potentially to get some fresh legs in the midfield. Moreira's going to want a good impact in these last minutes because it's his birthday today. So happy birthday to Moreira. Going to get a few minutes. Hopefully he can help to get the 3 points.
Hopefully I'll be able to snag a slice of cake after the game.
Here's Oranga. Carrying the ball forward. Looking for McKeever. Now Joseph.
Oh, looking for Markey.
That's actually Noel who got forward, and now McKeever back on it. Great tackle there from Limeño, and they're going to go forward quickly. Here's Gutierrez. Can't get control, and another throw-in.
Oh, and we're approaching the 90th. We're going to absolutely be looking for the signal from the referee here.
Ball over the top from Ben Buskirk. Farias comes out and gets his foot to that one. Brown jumping up for the ball. Loose ball still. Joseph getting his body in the way, but not able to control. Okay, we're using his strength. Still a battle there, though. And Lopez playing the ball forward into Oranga's feet. Some cramps in the back line for Limeño. They're going to have to deal with this play. Here's Noel on the far side. Puts a cross in and doesn't find anybody. Doesn't go down as a shot. I believe that was meant to be a cross.
See 4 or 5. That's going to be 5 minutes given from the referee for extra time.
So 5 minutes added on. We're already about a minute in. So about 4 minutes left to play in this match.
Oh, mistake from Ohiwiri. Oh, and he chips the ball. Limeño with the last minute goal. 90 minutes, 92nd minute goal from Limeño. The mistake from Ohiwiri. Rough decision there.
Well, what a finish there from Perez to just chip it over Verona, and now just minutes away from taking all 3 points away from Marietta High School. The Potros now have to react quickly if they want to salvage at least a point in this match. Darinho.
I've seen it been done though, so it's certainly not, Potros are certainly not down and out, but it's looking grim.
And a player down for Limeño, so this will add probably a few minutes on top of the 5 minutes. They have no more substitutes available, and this is Luis Horta who's down, who's done extremely well at this left back position. But you've got to give credit to the coach of Limeño, Godliness.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's completely got this game correct. You saw him come in flying from the start, the high pressure, got the chances very early, took the early lead, came into the second half with a new outlook, sat back, waited, and they're capitalized on that mistake.
And quite frankly, seeing the burnout too, he decided to make extreme changes, multiple changes.
And used all 7 subs.
Yeah, and quite frankly, that made the difference here. It was essentially like seeing Limeño in the first half again.
And ultimately, also, it comes down to those chances from Potros.
I'm telling
how
you.
many chances, clear chances that not even putting the shot on target. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Limeño's been effective with 10 shots on target, 4 off target, Potros with 11 shots off target and only 2 on target, including the goal.
Yeah.
And the other shot on target came from Darinho in the first half, and it wasn't even a dangerous one. So that's what it's really come down to. That's what they're going to have to look at in training. But this game's not over. Here's Joseph with plenty of space in front of him. Has runners coming forward, and there's the urgency that Potros didn't have. But a bad giveaway as Horta comes forward now. He's going to take his time as he gets that ball into a dangerous position and wins the throw-in. Or actually, it's going to be a Potros throw-in, actually. Taken back in.
Quite the mistake there, but Verona's still owning the box. Hail Marying the ball, trying to find something. Darinho ending up with the ball, though. Joseph now.
Noel. Back to Van Buskirk. Foul on Van Buskirk. Free kick for Potros.
This is going to be crucial.
Yeah, we're already into 4.5 minutes of added time. We'll probably see about an extra minute for the player that went down, but this might really be the last chance to even salvage a point.
It's incredibly possible that this is the last play of the game. We're gonna need to see magic here from Van Buskirk and from the Potros in the box to ultimately find that 1 point.
Cross coming in.
Potros still on it. Still in danger. Finding the back. Still in. Still possible. It's still in the boxes of Potros, but Limeño not allowing anything and ultimately just clearing that ball out. Potros going to be looking to get it quick. They get it quick. A beautiful play there. Potros still on it. Finding Ohiweri. Ohiweri. Crossing it in. Oh, but just heavy on the ball there.
I believe that was Brandervan who came forward from the center back position.
Yeah, and ultimately, it's very possible that this is the end. This is just about the end of the game. Going for the long throw. Potros still have it.
Joseph still working to try to win the ball back, and now a chance for Limeño to get a quick counter. Jof with a nice move and fouled on the free kick.
Yeah, that might be the end of the game with that one, unfortunately. You know, Limeño, all they necessarily have to do is clear it out, and, you know, that'll be pretty much wrapping up the extra time. And that's going to be the final whistle, ladies and gentlemen. Limeño GA 2, Potros 1. Quite frankly, the Potros just had a really rough start to this game. You know, the first half they just looked really complacent, not too energized, and you know, Limeño got the early lead, started off with 1-0, and you know, it looked like it was gonna be a rough one, but ultimately Lima with the 1-1 absolutely giving the momentum necessary. And you know, moving into the second half though, as all the substitutions happen, as all the movement happens, you know, they ultimately it just seems like Limeño wanted this game just a little more. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, it really comes down to the opportunities missed. Potros had the chance to get back into the game, to take the lead multiple times, and you can see it in the stats there. 13 shots, only 2 of them on target. So wasn't the night for Potros. They'll try to build on this, and we'll be back to bring you the next match in 2 weeks against Albion. So we thank you for joining us here at Marietta High School. And have a great night. And thank you. And subscribe for the upcoming matches.
Until next time, this has been Richard Carbajal, and
Christopher Wadanga.
take care.